It has been a while.
It has not been a while. You do this to me quite often.
No, we haven't done a bench time with the bear in 2 months. So
I don't believe you.
It's been almost 2 months.
I don't believe you.
What's it, dude?
Hey everybody, you're watching Mud Guy RC. I'm the Mud Guy.
I'm the bear.
And today we have a little show for you. It's not going to be quite as long because we don't have a whole lot to talk about. Winter is coming. That's the theme of this show.
It's today.
It is? No, it's not. It's December 21st.
1 to 3 inches today.
Oh, yeah, we're getting snow and ice today. Yes, winter is coming.
But apparently the rest of the country's gotten snow and ice already, so
yes.
we're a little late.
We had a lot of rain. Now we're looking for snow and ice.
So if you're snowed in or iced in,
yeah,
be careful.
Yeah, and take it easy. And I know it's cramping your RC style just as much as it's cramping me. Although we have fans from across the other side of the world that are actually going to experience summer soon.
Really?
Yes, Aussie RC Playground. I wish I was in your shoes right now, buddy. But yeah, we have winters coming, so that's one thing I want to talk about. And
is that a veiled Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Game of Thrones. I like Game of Thrones.
Okay, just checking.
So basically, what it's doing is it's halting our
halting
our track performance. The track is mush right now. Mush, absolute mush. So I think since the last bench time with the bear, the only thing we haven't covered was the rematch between Monkey and the neighbor kid.
Right.
So
we still haven't gotten it scheduled.
No, and it's soccer kind of threw everything.
You're right.
through,
Neighbor Kid did really well in soccer this year.
Yeah,
and their season got extended because they did so well.
Yeah, so
they went to finals.
And they cut into our race schedule.
Cut into the race schedule.
So anyway, that's pretty much why we haven't shown the rematch yet, and we might not show the rematch until it gets a little nicer outside. So, but that's the only thing we didn't cover that we talked about in the last bench time with the bear. So let's talk about the future. Well, first of all, welcome to all the new subs and viewers. As always, this show is about me, the Mud Guy, and my family, and our struggle with my struggle with the RC addiction. And yeah, so
how about my struggle with his RC addiction?
So, and that's another reason that we're a little slow too, is that we actually are under sanctions right now. No new RC stuff until the beginning of the next year. So, and that's pretty much so we don't screw up. I don't screw up Christmas. So. But anyway, what are we talking about? Oh, let's talk about something a little bit not so nice. Is Google Plus? I won't go off onto a tirade about Google Plus.
Okay, but why don't you just start by explaining it to me? Because you
pretty much the comments are different now, and I'm having big time issues with it. Just how to adapt to it. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn YouTube into something more like social networking, like Facebook or something like that. So all my comments from the videos get put into their new social whatever site, and for me to respond, it comes out as me, not Mud Guy, and gives away some private information. So what I'm doing to respond to comments, to reply to comments, is actually signing in, going into the videos as I see, okay, so-and-so replied or made a comment on this video, I'm going in and replying as Mud Guy. And YouTube cuts me off after a little while. I think they think I'm spamming my own channel. So, and some guys I just can't reply to. A little yellow flash comes up, says you're not allowed to reply to this comment. So I apologize. If you guys are commenting and I'm not responding, it's not my fault. I'm doing my best. I really am. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm not really hip to.
Can we go into
Google Plus?
Can we go into Google somehow and just take your name out of
I've tried everything. I've even changed my name personally to Mud Guy, and it just doesn't stick. So if I would have known this in the beginning, I would have done everything a lot different. So if you're starting a new YouTube channel, make everything your channel name, your name, your first name, your username, everything. Okay, so anyway, yes. So if you're not getting replies from me, I'm doing my best to try to cope, and it's some of the guys that have been around since the beginning and have given me comments since the beginning I'm being blocked from replying to them. So I apologize for that. I'll try to address some stuff in shows. And I'm probably not going to do so much replying to comments on old vids. I used to take pride in the fact that I would respond to all comments, even on older stuff, but I'm just not going to do it anymore. It's tricky. I get cut off real quick. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with right now. I apologize to everybody. I'm reading all your comments, and thank you very much. They're all cool. And you guys are very supportive. Most of you are pretty supportive. So on that note, let's talk about winter projects, because winter is coming. As you saw in the in the video where we did a little bit behind the scenes, I'm talking about a new set, and that's pretty much what I'm going to focus on right now. As you can see, we got new uniforms. These are a little bit smaller because I thought our other ones were a little bit too big, and they're black now. Well, this part is
Quite
black.
frankly, they look exactly the same.
No, they don't. This color here, which is charcoal, was our main color, and now our sleeves are charcoal, and they used to be light gray. So I'll flash up a video of that so you can see the difference. But yeah, so we got new uniforms, and we're gonna have new sets coming. I'm gonna work on that pretty much immediately. We got a little bit of activity going on with Christmas, but that's going to be my next goal, is to start working on a set, because we are in some downtime. The only thing I'm working on RC right now is this new Punisher, I forget exactly what it was called, for the Mugen. The stock body is completely shot. Wanted to get spray paint from the local hobby store, but of course they didn't have the color that I wanted. And it takes forever to get spray paint in the mail because they have to ship it around. So that we're gonna do, and I'd like to get some bash video of the Mugen, because I think we kind of promised that in the last Benchtime, and I never got around to it. I've been taking it out. I put the Badlands on it because the Provocateur is kind of down and out, and I really don't like the Badlands on this RC because we drive in the grass and they actually dig a little bit too much, and it's constantly flipping over. But anyway, that'll be one of the future RC projects. So yes, we're pretty much going to work on a new set, and I do have, coming January, we're going to try to take a new step into a completely different genre of RC. So slowly, so we don't overwhelm the bear, but I want her to get involved in it too. And you stay tuned to that. We won't really discuss it too much now, but we're going kind of a different direction with how we drive our RC. So that leads me into the next segment of the show, and we're going to ask you guys some questions now. We're going to make this kind of like a talk show, and I'm going to put these questions out there, and you guys can comment in and let me know your opinions on it. These are things that I've kind of thought about lately and stumbled upon either through some of my friends that are into RC, or some things I see in some Facebook groups or forums or whatever. And the first question I want to ask you is kind of a controversial one. Is bashing boring? I've gotten this a lot lately. Is bashing boring? And what do you think? How is it boring? Does it get boring? Are you bored with bashing?
Well, now let's discuss. And I know I've done this to you before. I know I have asked this exact question before, but forgive me because I don't remember the answer. What do you define as bashing?
Bashing, and that's part of why I think people are saying bashing is boring, because it's such a loosely defined part of RC. I think if you break RC down, sure, you have like flying and you have boating and all that, whatever. But when you say you have like a buggy or an off-road car and you're bashing it, basically you're just kind of driving it around, testing out its performance without any kind of goal or...
Because you're right, driving around in a circle in the backyard is boring.
It does get boring.
Driving around in even on the track, if it's not a race, probably is a little boring. So That makes sense.
Yeah, and that's why I built the track. It's not, we're not official racers, but if we compete on the track, it gives you a goal. It gives you a purpose. Now I know a lot of guys, and this is where the addiction bites hard. It's not you're addicted to bashing. Maybe some guys really do like just spinning around and jumping and flopping and whatever. But it's not that you're addicted to the bash. You're addicted to the cars and the upgrades, like me. And I'm the kind of guy that would rather tinker on a bench and work on cars and do the upgrades and all that stuff than, I do like driving RCs, but I like to work on the bench. And I've talked to a couple buddies that say, yeah, because I'm in it by myself and I don't have a lot of friends that do it. It's all about, wrenching and custom work and that kind of stuff. And I can understand that. That's the way I am.
It engages your brain.
It does. And that's the part of the addiction. It's like, what do I want to do next? And of course, after you do your upgrade, you want to test it out. So that's where the bash comes into play. But when we bash, we always try to have a goal. Jump higher, jump cleaner. Don't crash when you jump.
His new goal is the flip.
Well, yeah, the flip. I can only flip the provocateur, and that actually ended up pretty badly. But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of thing I
But
want
you
to.
had fun trying.
I want to work on my air and what I can do in the air. So that's my goal. And that way, bashing doesn't get boring. It actually only ends for me when I break an RC and I'm out at.
And then he gets to tinker again.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo!
and then I get to tinker and fix. So that's why bashing isn't boring to me. But I can kind of see where people are getting at. You know, without a purpose, without a goal, it can get a little boring. And that's the thing. You're not addicted to the bash. You're addicted to the upgrades and the what am I going to buy next? That kind of stuff. That's, you know, almost like gambling. You know what I mean? I guess that's how the guys enjoy spending money more than they enjoy making it or whatever. Okay. But anyway, we're off onto a tangent. So comment below. Let me know, is bashing boring? Does bashing get boring for you? I know a lot of guys are getting into scaling and stuff like that because it's neat. You get to make your car look scale. And you get to take it hiking, and that's kind of cool too. It's the purpose is to let's see if I can overcome these obstacles in some certain trail, like G6 Recon G6, and you know that kind of stuff. For us, for Bear and I, we actually like to make the video, and that's why that type of bashing is not boring for us because we get video involved. So anyway, if you're bored with bashing, set yourself some goals. You know, set yourself some goals. Guys that do speed runs, they want to continually hit the next level, you know, 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, there's a guy too quick for you, just busted 100 miles per hour. I forget the type of car that he had.
Congratulations.
But it was crazy. It was sick. And I like watching that kind of stuff
Sick.
too.
He likes that word
Sick,
now.
yeah. It was sick. So
He's 12.
I am 12. 12 plus how much? So next question. Okay. So comment below. Is bashing boring? Is it getting boring for you? And what do you do to not make it so boring? Because if we're addicted to this hobby, why are we saying it's boring? So anyway, next question. What is the next question, Bear?
I think the next question is whether or not it's okay to buy your children really expensive RC cars when they aren't prepared for the responsibility.
Yes.
And we
struggle with this a lot, and that's why I'm asking. And you know, this is mostly for fathers that are trying to get their kids into RCs, and kids too. Kids can comment in and let me know.
But here's the perspective: when you started from scratch.
Yeah.
You used your money.
We had to work. Yeah.
You had to work for the parts and the replacement parts and the car.
It was a lot different back then because cars were made out of stone and we ran from dinosaurs. But anyway, no, it was different back then for a couple reasons. It was, number one, we didn't have the internet.
Kits.
Yeah. Well, most cars were kits. The RTR really wasn't. I don't remember ever owning an RTR back in the day. And the plastics was.
Can I just ask the really stupid question?
Yes.
RTR is ready to run.
Ready to run, yeah. It's all put together for you. Nowadays, it's commonplace. But back then, there was kits and the plastic was junk. And I felt like the brushed motors last longer. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is when
And how old were you when you started?
Oh, God, 14, 15. It was 7th grade.
So you had...
And I worked. And what it was everything was more of a slow process. It was like if you broke something, you had to go to the hobby store. You had to order it or order it from a catalog. And there was no internet. There was no quick shipping. It was like weeks and weeks and weeks. So you kind of respected things. At least I did, respected things a little bit more. It was like, sure, we bashed and sure, we broke stuff. But you learned that these things cost money. You connected your work effort to what these things cost, and you understood it was a time thing. It was if you broke your car and didn't take care of it.
So then the underlying question then becomes: have we just raised children who expect bigger, better, flashier things instead of making them work for them?
Yes, and that's the issue.
So it's our fault, not the child's fault.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's the child's fault. I'm just. That's why I'm saying the parent is responsible for the child. And like I said, this is mostly posed. This question is.
We have gone back and forth about whether or not because Monkey is our breaker.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has no concept of. He's starting to understand a little bit. And he does work a little bit for some of his money.
And it doesn't matter to him because
he doesn't.
God just fixes it.
Yeah, it's a joke to him when he breaks something. I don't want to pick on the monkey, but
it's not Monkey. It's it's not because of it's not Monkey. It's just how old he is. He doesn't understand.
So if you,
So
yeah,
do we make him understand, or do we keep fixing his truck?
that's the thing. Well, we got to keep him on the road because he only has one RC. But like right now, I'm debating.
See, and this is where
Getting
the
him-
discussion goes.
Well, getting him another RC, and that's where it's kind of.
That just makes me go.
Well, hold on. Yeah, I know. But just hear me out because it's one of these things, and this is why we struggle with it, and we haven't done it right away. Because I want to get into a new genre or branch or type of RC. I want my family to come with me. Seriously, it's not just all about me. I want my family to come with me. But is it right for me to just go out and buy, because we have the money, we can do it? Is it right to just go buy these expensive things when, I have buddies, Chandler and Joey, and some other of the young guys that comment in and I talk to. It's like they earn peanuts because they're kids, and it goes towards RC because they got the same addiction I do. But I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, well, Jesus, here my kid is. He's 7, and he doesn't work. Well, he works a little bit, but like for quarters and stuff around the house.
He rakes and
I'm buying him all this stuff with no kind of appreciation for the value of it. So anyway, back to the original question: is it right to do, even if you can afford it? Say you're super duper wealthy and you're buying all these RCs for yourself. Is it right to do it for your kids because they're not going to appreciate it unless there's some kind of capital connected to it? My brother has the same issue. He plays paintball. He could buy his kid the most expensive paintball gun that's out there, and they play together. So yes, he'd have his son protecting him while he plays with the best paintball gun. It's easy for him to do. Is it right? You have kids that are going out there that are paying for their paintball stuff with their own money. Same with RC, and they're learning more of an appreciation for the hobbies. So,
and they might be learning more about their car too. Because
yes, and that's part of it too. That's part of it too. When do I cut Monkey off? When do I say like, okay, you fix it now? I mean, he is pretty young yet, but at the end of the day, I get handed a whole bunch of RCs. Well, they don't work anymore, and it's like, okay, is the battery dead? Are they broken? I mean, when he smoked his spur gear, I could hear him inside the house going around the track. And his car was literally smoking because he was just grinding the gears. So,
he's still a baby.
Because you can, should you?
He's still a baby.
So that's the question I hand out there. Where are we at, Barry?
17 minutes.
We'll have to cut this a little short. So anyway, sorry we don't have too much more to show you, but I wanted to talk to you guys because it's been a while since our last bench time with the bear, and
Which
I know
I just feels like yesterday.
No, it's been 2 months. So for Mud Guy RC, I'm the Mud Guy.
I'm the bear.
And take care. We will get back to you, and we're going to work on our new set and do everything that we talked about. But yes, winter is coming, and things might grind out a little slow right now. So take care. Don't get bored bashing. Set yourself some goals, and think about those questions I asked and comment below. And I'll do my best to get back to you. Maybe in the next bench time with the bear, we'll go over some of the things that you guys commented in. So take care.
Bye.